Okay, so yeah, it's Chan Man from Bite Me Reviews. Today we got the AKG N90Q, which is a very interesting headphone. It's marketed as a premium noise canceling headphone, and it mostly hits the mark. It does a very good job of being premium. It does a very good job of being noise canceling. It has a few sort of idiosyncrasies that I don't like. I'm gonna go into those a bit later. So ultimately, good headphone, flawed headphone, and the original price point of $1,500 was a little bit too high for what it was offering. Let's get into the accessories here. So, what you get here is a very premium hard travel case, very nice looking. Inside you have a sort of clamshell case, a bunch of silica packets, some accessories, spare cables. Actually, I'm not sure what this cable is, but that's okay. A little cable container in here. You have your standard iOS and Android cables. And I guess a very long sort of extension cable here, adapter, all very nice. You also get this very nice leather soft carrying case. A little magnetic flap here, gotta love that. And inside are the headphones. So, initial impressions here. Very premium looking, very premium feeling. They extend out through the headband a decent ways, but they actually end up being too small, even for my head almost. So if you have a very large head, you may want to not consider these. In terms of the interface you got going here, pretty standard stuff. Power switch, very nice. You put them on your head, you flip the switch, and you immediately see noise canceling comes on, and all the ambient noise kind of goes away. So they get good marks for noise canceling. I'd say probably up there with Bose and the Sony WH-1000s as in terms of top class noise canceling. But the thing that makes these really unique is the actual auto sound calibration feature. So what's interesting about that is it attempts to do a frequency sweep of your ear, and then it adjusts its internal sort of equalizer for your ears specifically. And that sort of lets it calibrate the sound profile towards the target curve. And that attempts to give a more natural sound. And I think it does a pretty good job. It seems to reasonably give a good natural tuning. So in terms of sound quality, I think this managed to go quite a bit above what you'd get from your typical noise canceling headphone. So where the issues come in here, there are a few. The main thing is that while this has an analog port and therefore can take an analog connection, it really is kind of useless. As in, you can connect this to your phone, your 3.5mm jack output, but it will just not sound good. And I don't know what is up with that, but I've connected this to my phone for this included Android cable, and it just does not sound good. And I really don't know what to make of that. So what you're forced to use is actually the USB audio in, digital in. And unfortunately, your options for that are pretty limited. The included cable is a USB-A to micro USB, which is, you can see this is a micro USB port, which is kind of one of the main flaws here. So what I've done is I've gone and purchased a micro USB to USB-C cable so I can connect this to my phone. And unfortunately, this is the only way I've managed to get decent sound quality out of this headphone. The analog input is just no good. I'm not sure if that's just the conversion to digital and back to analog again, or what the deal is with that, but it is just not good. And so you're stuck with this annoying micro USB input when you'd prefer If this was a USB-C port, I'd be very happy. I'd have a USB-C to C cable, and that would all be great. But I don't have that. But with the USB-C to micro USB cable, this transforms into a pretty functional headphone. You have the high quality noise canceling, you have really good sound quality, you have this cool automatic sound calibration feature that you normally see in like speaker setups. And all this is enabled by this USB-C cable. And you can see it just plugs in here. That's all great. Finally, you also get a little battery pack, which I don't know where that is. What did I do with the battery pack? Ah, yeah, over here. You get a little included battery pack. Pretty nice, cool battery pack. Works. It's 2,800 milliamp hours. Oh, sorry, 2,400 milliamp hours. So about as much as your phone. It's pretty lightweight. But the cool thing with the USB-C cable is your phone will actually, power these, as well as transmitting USB audio. So you don't have to worry about battery, except it'll drain your phone a little faster, but that's your trade-off there. So what I think is going on here is these will probably be replaced soon with a sort of modern refreshed model. I actually bought these in like a closeout sale. They were only $300 at the original price of $1,500 off of AKG's website. So my best guess is they'll do a refresh. They will add a USB-C port, and they will probably also add Bluetooth connectivity. One of the main flaws of this is actually that there's no wireless option. You have to use either the analog port or the USB, micro USB connection. Otherwise, there's just there's no way to get this transmission. There's no wireless Bluetooth. There's just wired's the only way to go, which is a critical flaw in the the saturated market of these wireless noise canceling headphones. Another feature here that I do like is these side controls. So there's a couple big things here. One is this one side here, which is actually a bass and treble control. If you slide this, it adjusts the frequency response to either add more mids or subtract more mids to emphasize the bass and treble. And this is useful if you're kind of like walking through a dynamic environment. Say you go outside where there's a lot of noise, you may want to turn up the bass and treble since those are often lost in the background noise. Whereas if you're inside and you're doing a more analytical listen, you'll want to turn that back down to give the most neutral response. And the other side also works as a volume control, which is very convenient. You don't have to fumble around for buttons on your phone. You just reach up for your ear, you press the buttons, you slide the slider, and that works great. So in conclusion, very nice headphones, very premium looking, very good noise canceling, very good sound quality. The original price, $1,500, perhaps a bit overinflated. The analog port is kind of useless. The sound is not good through it, which limits, and it's not wireless. So all you can do is use a USB-C to micro USB sort of connector here to get the audio from your phone. And those are kind of the fatal flaws. But for $300, you do get a very premium, at the closeout sale price, you do get a very premium sound quality, very premium feeling, and very premium noise canceling headphone. And I think I would definitely recommend it at this price. The only caveat is you need to purchase one of these micro USB to USB-C cables in order to use it effectively. So that's going to be it for me. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope this was informative. And hopefully I'll come back with something else soon.